Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Today I decided that I'm going to show you how to make my bruschetta. Some of you may have already made it with me before, some of you may have tasted it, but today we're going to make it. So you are going to need some fresh cherry tomatoes, about 2 pints worth. You can use red, yellow, whatever color you'd like. I just happened to find this nice multicolored pack. And these are already washed and dried and ready to go. Make sure you're always washing your fresh produce. You are going to need some salt and pepper, balsamic vinegar, 5 garlic cloves, and I have already minced mine. And then I have some fresh basil, which I just picked, which again, with fresh herbs, you wanna make sure that you're always washing them before you use them. So mine are already washed and dried and ready to go. You're gonna need about 16 leaves. I know that's really exact, but it's what we're going for. You're also gonna need 2 tablespoons of olive oil, which I have already measured mine and it's sitting on the stove. Make sure you're not using extra virgin olive oil. You need something that is going to withstand a high heat. Okay, so now we're just gonna cook the garlic and the olive oil for about a minute or so. We just want it to turn like a golden brown color. And you want to make sure that you constantly stir this. You do not want to burn your garlic. If you burn your garlic, it is going to ruin the recipe. Burnt garlic does not have a very good flavor. It is very bitter. If you start to see it turn golden brown, it is done. And you should take it off the heat. The reason we're doing this part first is because it has to come to room temperature before we can add it to our tomato mixture. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the cutting of the tomatoes. You wanna make sure that you have a sharp knife. Serrated is best. This knife that I have right here is actually specifically for cutting tomatoes. I'm gonna show you how to cut your tomatoes in half relatively easy. Use the top of a lid and you set your tomatoes in that lid. You could use your hand, but safer, easier, you just use 2 lids. So you're just gonna set that second lid on top there, and then you're gonna slide your knife between those lids, and then that is going to cut them in half for you. It's a lot faster than doing all of them individually. If you want your bruschetta to be really chunky, you can stop there. If you want it to be, smaller chunks, you can continue to cut it. The other thing that I want to show you right now is for the basil. It's called chiffonading your basil. You want to take your basil and you want to put it into a pile. You're going to roll your basil as tight as you can, and then you're going to proceed to cut it. This recipe is so good. I've had picky people that don't like tomatoes love this recipe. I don't think that I've ever had someone not like this recipe. So even if you don't think that you're a bruschetta person, you might want to try it. All right, so my basil is in here. My garlic is here. It is all cooled now. So I'm gonna add that to the tomato mixture. I'm gonna add my balsamic. And then I just have a little bit of salt and pepper here. I'm not gonna add all of it because you don't wanna go too crazy. You don't want it to be too salty or too peppery. So my advice would be just to add like a little bit, mix it up, get all of those good flavors combined, and then go in and taste it before you add a lot of salt and pepper. I've put this on top of grilled chicken. I have made bruschetta burgers. You can eat it, you know, on crackers. It doesn't have to be a baguette. So, you know, there's all kinds of things that you can actually do with this bruschetta. It doesn't just have to be like bruschetta that you eat on a baguette. And that's pretty much it. There you have it.